Good morning and happy Sunday. Yes. Okay, so I've got some thoughts to share as I was out here rowing in the woods. I started to do a prayer out loud. A Sirian Heart. And I have the sunshine. Atum Ra is present. So, as I was sorting myself out in my human shell, and witnessing the challenges that we have in our nation and on the planet, I called out to my Sirian family. Went through the portal of Orion, and I said, does this ever come to a close? Does all the corruption on the planet, does it ever come to a close? Or is that just part of the experiment here on Earth? It's like you come here to really get educated about corruption, like really begin to understand the roots of corruption, right? So that we are becoming better prepared for what is coming, for what we are creating. But still, it's a significant question that humans ask, in the core of our hearts. Does this ever come to a close? Okay. So my heart needed some comfort, and I thought I'd share the comfort with you, because I'm sure there are many of you that are asking these same questions. And I started to call out to my Sirian heart, and as you know, I acknowledge there's all relations. There's the standing trees around us. There's the two-legged and the winged and the four-legged and the human, and on and on and on and on. We have many relations. Aho, omne takuyasan, to all our relations. Sirian heart. What's a Sirian heart? A Sirian heart is filled with loving kindness. A Sirian heart is generous. A Sirian heart is filled with compassion. A Sirian heart honors what I call the inner intergalactic truce. And you've heard me make reference to this before, but it really is a theme. The truce of our inner and interrelations is basically this. And this is what in my heart, mind, and soul can acknowledge that corruption has a place, right? That it's not something to remove necessarily. It's something to understand our relationship to. So here's how the truce works. If corruption is to exist, right? And simultaneously we're here learning about it, right? We want to create a relationship with it that works for everyone. So the truce begins with, I'm willing to live beside corruption as long as there's no harm. Okay? I ask that if that entity and existence, and perhaps it's a whole nation in and of itself, corruption, all right, do what you want to do. Corrupt among yourselves, I suppose, consenting individuals. But if I'm existing here as another nation, another tribe of sorts, then I say, okay, I'll be on planet Earth with you, no harm, no interference. So that means whatever that nation of negativity is, I do not consent. And I'm asking that you honor this truce. No harm, no interruption, friendly relations. That comes back to the Sirian heart. Friendly relations. Good communication. Good communication. And that means we'll listen, you listen too, so that we can understand what no interference means, okay? And that you understand that this nation that I'm representing, right, my nation, the nation that anyone can belong to, however we want to define it, is saying, I want to live by source, uninterrupted. Source, uninterrupted. And 3's a charm. Source, uninterrupted, okay? And another part of my truce, this inner intergalactic truce, is a tone of equality. I like that part. A tone of equality. A tone of equality. So let's see, there should be 5 of them, right? So we got no harm, no interference, friendly relations, good communication, tone of equality. Oh, it looks like we have 6. And source, uninterrupted. And tear is spelled T-E-R-R-E, the earth. Source, uninterrupted. So, there's my truce. And then what that does for me is I don't have to eliminate anything. Okay? I can use the divine law of attraction and just say, hey, tribe, family, nation that I belong to and you belong to, let's find each other. Let's just find each other. And let's begin to all be galactic ambassadors. Yes, diplomats. Cosmic diplomats. Okay? I think of myself like that often. That when we identify another nation, another existence of energetics, another planet, another galaxy, all of it, we say, okay, I will interact with you, and we'll work on cohabitation, but this is the truce. And this is the truce I put on the table, and I say, look, if you can abide by this truce, then I'll work with you. And that means, if there's if there's aliens, right? Well, I believe there's life everywhere. But, if a short little gray comes up to me, I say, okay, yo, gray, this is the deal. And I lay out the truce, and then probably telepathically we communicate. And that gray decides, oh, okay, I get it. So that means I can't confiscate your body and go, yeah, that's right, because that would probably be part of the discussion. And I might go, you can't use your advanced technology on me without my permission. And the gray telepathically is like trying to understand, what does that mean? And I send a telepathic message. I send the vibratory communication that says that part of whatever you do with your technology, it stops here. What is it called? The buck stops here. Anyway, you get my idea. I'm being kind of playful right now. But, okay, and the core of what inspired me to come here today is, let's go back to it, is the spiritual, the heart of a Sirian, right? Oh. And as I say that, I have a little kitty just showed up, but you can't see him. But anyway, the heart of a Sirian is, we'll close you with this. The heart of a Sirian is filled with gentleness, calmness, generosity, compassion, caring about all existence, having one another's back, communicating so clearly as the sound of a crystal ball. Okay? Bing! Clarity. But the heart of a Sirian, most importantly, I think, is so gentle and so sensitive. And it's so sensitive that you can't even see the line between the heart of a Sirian and telepathic tools. Because it gets so subtle. The gentleness becomes so subtle that all of a sudden you're in this soft fabric that we weave life with, right? So the heart of a Sirian, I offer this gift to you today as I row through life. But I offer this gentleness to you and this inner galactic truce, because then it puts the power in the seat of who you are. The seat of power is within you. So look at it as, what relationship do I want to have to anything and everything? And, you know, I'm watching the political world a lot right now, so that's why I speak to it. But, yep, we know there's a theme of corruption on our planet. And we've also seen, you know, that terrible phrase, history repeats itself. Well, you know what? Now it's time to create her story. Her story. The story of the mother. The story of the earth. The story of the blue planet that we can all live in peace with. If we can simply embrace all relations, Omne Takoyasan, embrace all relations, honor and revere, respect, and offer this truce for now. So, I hold you in my Sirian heart today. I wish you a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. And this is PS Etc. Politics and Spirit and More. And I love you.